Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So on this video we're going to be discussing something very quickly here about this lady. Alright, she is a YouTuber. She basically lives off grid, I guess. She's living on her own land in a tent, right, in the middle of nowhere, as far as I can gather. However, she's had a recent experience which is quite scary and should be a lesson taken, a lesson to give to anybody who wishes to share things about their own lives online. We talk about child exploitation here and child endangerment, but it applies across the board to anybody that does it, right? And this is living proof, and it's very, very scary. So let's go and take a look to see what she has to say.
The last few weeks have been eye-opening for me, because in the last few weeks I've started to realize just how dangerous it is to do what I do. And I never had to deal with situations like this before, not on this level, but just the fact that it's all happening now is making me rethink this channel, what this channel is about, and the future of it. And this is not clickbait. I'm not being overly dramatic. When you hear the stories, I think you'll understand. A few minutes ago, a man that I don't know appeared on my property. And he turned to me and he said, "Oh, finally I found you. I've been looking for you." This is a man that I don't know, that I didn't invite here, that I didn't want here, who came here all on his own to my private property in the mountains, where there is no obvious path that leads here. He made his way up the hills and through the freaking forest to find me, uninvited.
So bear in mind what she's just said there, that there's nobody, that there's no obvious path to where she is. There's no clue as to the fact that she is there, and that this person who's found her has obviously been looking for her through her YouTube or whatever, right? And this goes back to what we talk about is family vloggers, and in this situation, I feel that some family vloggers would be delighted that their fans have found them, but that's not the case. If you're talking about your kids and their safety, and some random iFam or FizzFam or whatever fam it is just somehow manages to track you down and find you, that's not a good thing. That means that they are insane enough to go to the trouble to find where you live and turn up with who knows what intentions.
To find a woman who's camping on her own, on her private property. To find her and do what exactly?
I'm not gonna lie, that very thought scares the absolute shit out of me, right? Because, as she says, this person has come to find a woman who lives on her own in the middle of in the middle of nowhere, and they've come for what reason? What reason exactly? Men like that, they terrify me. Women should not feel the fear like that. They should be allowed to do what they want, live where they want, behave how they want, do what they want, you know. But men who might have found her attractive and decided, yeah, let's track her down because, you know, she's definitely going to want to meet me, sort of thing. No, you just leave them alone.
I was shocked. I was shocked and immediately felt so vulnerable and so scared. I immediately told him that this is my private property and that I'm not looking for guests. I took my axe and I went inside my tent with Vilk. This is not the first time that something like this has happened, because a few weeks ago, something even worse happened. A few weeks ago, I was filming with National Geographic for my new show when I found out that another guy that I didn't know, that I had zero contact with ever, had been looking for me on my land in Poland. I wasn't there at the time, of course. I was filming with Nat Geo on a different continent. But the next thing I know, this man found out where we were filming, and he flew from Europe to Africa to chase me down.
Whoa. That is the insane amount of lengths that any fan, because they'll claim that they're a fan, will go to find a random person off the internet. This should not be a thing. This person is just trying to get on with their life, trying to do their job. To fly from Poland to Africa just to find somebody you've never met, who doesn't know you exist, you've never had any contact with before, just to track you down, just to find out whether or not, I don't know, what, just to meet for coffee? I don't know what their intentions are.
Convinced that we were supposed to get married and that we're supposed to be together, that destiny is bringing us together. And so...
And this gets even weirder. Oh, yes. Destiny brought this guy from Poland to Africa so that they could get married, obviously. She doesn't know who he is, and yet they're going to get married. Good luck with that, I guess, but that's just how scary it is. That's how things can progress. If you put your life out there, yes, I'm not saying that because you put your life out there, you should get tracked down no matter where. But when you're putting your kids' lives out there, this is what can happen. Or just anybody. Everybody needs to be vigilant and everybody needs to be careful. Clearly this lady has been careful, and yet she's still been tracked down in the middle of nowhere.
This man is looking for me all around the world. I don't know him. I don't know who he is. I don't know his intentions. And he found me. It's a really terrifying experience when men that you don't know seek you out and you don't know what their intentions are. And some of them are delusional. Some of them think that you're going to get married. Some of them think that you're supposed to fall in love. This guy was about to propose to me without fucking knowing me, without me knowing it.
This is really upsetting, really makes me angry. Nobody should be made to feel like this. Nobody. Man, woman, child, nobody. It's horrible, and you can see how upset she is and how worried she is. It's just really bad.
This level of... I don't even know what to call it, but these situations make me feel so awful, so vulnerable, and I never thought I would be in this situation. I've always thought of myself as a really strong and independent person, and I wasn't gonna let them grind me down. I'm not going to, but it's terrifying. Having to get restraining orders is no fun. When situations like this happen, it makes me feel violated for a whole number of reasons. I'm here on my private land. I never released the address of my private land. I never wanted anyone to come here and find me. I never invited anyone to come here and find me. This is my sanctuary. So for someone to violate that, to come here without permission and seek me out while I'm camping here on my own, feels so wrong. Your home is your home. Your home is your private space. It's a sacred space. It's a temple where you get to be yourself and where you shouldn't have to worry about your own well-being and safety. And on that, I'm out here alone in a fucking tent. I can't lock myself up. I have an axe. I have another weapon. But a strange man coming here feels fucking terrifying. Feels fucking terrifying. Women choose the bear. I choose the fucking bear.
So she's basically now trying to decide whether or not to leave her own property and move on because it's too unsafe. Men following her around the world to try and propose to her, talk to her, get to know her. I don't know what else other intentions that they might have had, but everybody that does this, everybody that puts themselves out there, runs the risk of being found, runs the risk of this happening to them, and it shouldn't be. I don't agree with women running in fear. I don't agree with that. It makes me angry, and it makes me want to do violent things to those men, right? That make them scared. But if we also apply this to family vloggers and children, they should not be put in situations by their parents where this can also happen. Imagine a man or whatever flying across the world just to meet your child. That's actually happened, I think. I'm sure it has. Anyway, yeah, that's just a reminder. I thought this was a good topic to cover. Hope she gets things sorted out and that she doesn't have any more problems. But everybody else, please stay safe. Don't allow men to travel across the world to meet you, basically. Until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all of your thoughts about it down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.